Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd like to introduce you to the game starters, beginning with our visitors from Montgomery. Number 3, Andrew Vasquez. Number 6, Diego Campos. Number 7, Kenny Fuentes. Number 10, Eunice Benmona. Number 12, Michael Lake. Number 15, Daniel Tisciani. Number 16, Andre Raymond. Number 17, Daniel Jurassic. Number 30, Andrew Alvarado. Number 32, David Core. And starting in goal, wearing number 0, Parker Sugars. And now the starting lineup for your CCBC Essex Knights. Number 1, Oper Aseheni. Number 2, Trevor Hoffman. Number 4, Walter Avila. Number 7, Oscar Cruz Osorio. Number 8, Jonathan Gonzalez. Number 9, Wilfred Tinay. Number 10, Hamza Igidre. Number 18, Logan Funk. Number 19, Isaiah Price. Number 29, Alchemy Rios. And starting in goal for your Knights, wearing number 45, Kyle Cooper. Let's play soccer.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, ready to play game 2 of our doubleheader here. Aaron Thomas on the call once again. The Montgomery College Raptors will be looking for a clean sweep of the Knights here, as their women's team were winners big time in game 1. 7-2 was the final score in that one. Knights come into today's game on a 3-game winning streak. 3-game winning streak they definitely needed, as that win streak has improved their record to 3-3-1 on the season. You look on the other side of the field, the Raptors, very different story to their season. They come in to today's game with a dominant record of 6-1, coming off of a 3-1 victory to Hartford. One thing these two teams have in common, they share a common opponent. Both teams 3-1 winners over CCVC Catonsville this year. That win against Catonsville was actually the Knights' last game. The offensive output, very different for these two teams. The Knights have 2 players leading the way at 6 goals apiece. That is number 16, Nehemiah Crawford, and number 19, Isaiah Price. Leading the way for the Raptors is number 10, Joanna Spenemo, leading the team with 10 goals on the season. So the Knights' offensive output coming from 2 different players. Their top-level offensive output coming from 2 different players. The Raptors, on the other hand, just 1. But that 6-1 record speaks for itself. This is going to be a tough contest for the Knights, a contest that I think they need to come out swinging from the get-go. This Knights team has a history of, falling behind 1 or 2 goals and then scratching their way back into it, tying it up in the second half. This is not a game where I think they're going to be able to do that. You allow this Raptors team to get up 2-0 early, you may be looking at a five-goal game for the Raptors. Knights will start possession, and they'll start fast. Quick passes amongst the defensive line. Finally up past the midfield, but the Raptors take over control, and they'll keep control as the whistle's blown. Will go against the Knights. So the first possession of the game for the Knights was a short one. And the Raptors, we'll see them in their first possession here. Lights are on here at CCBC Essex, the Coliseum as I like to call it. A little bit of a communication breakdown there between the Raptors almost led to a good opportunity for Tierney. Wilfred Tierney was applying the pressure to the defensive backs. No one talking, letting defenseman for the Raptors know that he had someone right on his backside. Almost led to a bad turnover. Raptors still in possession, though, as you can see. Great offensive opportunity here early in the game for them. Shot right in front of the box. It's deflected. It won't even get towards Cooper. But Cooper almost tested early here in the early part of this contest. Picture-perfect offense there to start. I was talking about how the Raptors almost turned the ball over in the defensive zone. Well, they went from defense to offense very quickly after that. It went from looking like they were going to turn it over to looking like they were going to get a goal in just a split second. Speaking of goals, the Raptors' goal-scoring opportunity here is they'll get their first corner kick of the game. Or no, there'll be a free kick. No, it will be a corner. I thought it was a corner. I thought it went out of bounds on that far sideline. Indeed it did. So corner kick, far sideline for the Raptors. First opportunity of the game. Hands in the air, ball follows. Cooper gets the fists on it, makes the save initially. Parker Sugars calling out from his goalkeeper position on the far side, on the other side of the field. Keep him there. It's a good strategy, at least. They will keep him there initially. That throw-in doesn't amount to anything, but it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Knights. So here come the Raptors. Once again, the Raptors can't do anything after the throw-in, but a bad clear attempt by the Knights kept the Raptors alive for the moment. Now they have possession. Isaiah Price up the near sideline. Here come the Knights. I think Tierney intercepted a pass that wasn't supposed to go to him as Rios was coming up towards the middle. I think the pass was supposed to be towards him. Regardless, it'll go down as a missed opportunity for the Knights, and here come the Raptors. Hoffman sticks the leg out, deflects that pass before it got to its target. Raptors still with possession here. And Hoffman once again sniffs out the weak pass by the Raptors. Hot potato right now. Knights will take over possession. Tierney throws it over the right shoulder to Hoffman. Hoffman gives it right back to Tierney. Tries to play it into the middle. He had a teammate on that far sideline, but he couldn't put it in his area. Not enough mustard on that pass. Plenty of mustard on this one. As Parker Sugars calls for the fair catch. Makes a save. Sugars, 6'1" freshman out of Rockville, Maryland. Helps to have that extra couple inches when you're playing the goalie position. There's our first whistle for the chippy stuff. A little bit of hand fighting going on there. Good defensive play at the forward position for the Raptors leads to a breakaway. Logan Funk's there, and he puts a stop to it for the moment. Corner kick for the Raptors, and a great play at the midfield line led to that offensive opportunity. Here come the Raptors once again, working it around, deciding to switch fields as the ball went from the box towards the midfield line. Still with possession. Great defensive effort there from Hoffman. Trevor Hoffman's not going to do a lot of things for this team that are going to show up in the scoreboard. He's not going to get a lot of goals. He's not going to get a lot of assists. But for anyone who watches this team or is around this team, you know how valuable he is to the defensive line. Always seems to be in the right position at the right time. Trevor Hoffman, number 2, 5'8" freshman out of Dundalk, Maryland. Now with under 40 minutes to play, Kyle Cooper will take the goal kick. Cooper's got a big leg on him. Get that ball down the field, but one thing the Knights have struggled with here in this early part of the season is control after the goal kicks. Cooper, as you saw on full display there, he's got the big leg, but doesn't always put his teammates in the best position with the goal kick. That time worked out in his favor, though. I'm sure that's something he's been working on as they're headed into the middle part of the season. Here's a nice cross. Got a nice player there, but Isaiah Price couldn't finish. Isaiah Price, he's the guy you want there. Tied for the lead in goals on this team at 6. And, man, if the Knights don't come out victorious in this one, that is a moment that Isaiah Price and the rest of his teammates will be thinking about later tonight and tomorrow at practice. A great opportunity for Price. Just couldn't finish. Here come the Raptors after that scare. Missed touch by them as it goes out of bounds. And now, as we've almost played a full 10 minutes, the Knights take over possession again. Momentum definitely on their side a little bit after that quick strike. Raptors trying to take some of that momentum back, though, as they're going on a nice run up the sidelines. Knights take over possession, and they'll keep it as the whistle was blown, but it goes against the Raptors. Not much urgency right now for the Knights. I know this is a long game in front of them. I thought they may go for a quick kick, try and catch the Raptors out of position. Instead, I think Coach Fiedler has been preaching control to his team all week long leading into this game. He knows that this Raptors team is going to be a tough test for this Knights squad. He knows the longer that he can possess the ball, better his team's chances are. Great effort there from Isaiah Price. And now Parker Sugars shaken up after the play. He got up initially, and he looks like he wants to stay in the game, walk it off. That wasn't a dirty play at all by Isaiah Price. That's just great effort. Looks like the knees may have collided or something. That's what I'm guessing, at least. This Raptors team does have two other goalies listed on their squad. That's Grayson Array, 5'9" freshman out of Cameroon, and also Zavian Dora, 6' freshman out of Silver Springs, Maryland. Two gentlemen who are from very different parts of the globe. And here's something we don't like to see. Parker Sugars is back down onto the field, and the ref is called for a stoppage. And the trainer is out onto the field. So we're going to take a quick break. And it looks like we're going to have a goalie change for the Raptors. Parker Sugars is off the field, and as soon as he stepped off the field, he went down onto his back. So he seems to be in considerable amount of pain. How will this change the Raptors' game plan? That is a nice question and a good question. Parker Sugars, the starting goalkeeper. I'm sure he's a starting goalkeeper for a reason, as all three of the goalies for this Raptors team are freshmen, so it's not like the tie goes to the sophomore. How will this change? Will they maybe not be as aggressive offensively, try and keep the defensive backs in better position, not give up the transition opportunities, as the Knights have had a couple transition opportunities in the game. They had a shot on goal, or a good opportunity for a shot on goal, that was started with a nice transition move. Knights will take over possession. We've played 10 minutes here in the first half. An exciting 10 minutes it's been, too. Hoffman going for a quick switch of the field. That's a dangerous move. He had two purple jerseys around there. Doesn't come back to hurt him, though. Can't make many sloppy moves like that, or, excuse me, dangerous moves like that from the defensive back position. You turn it over in your defensive zone, a lot of times it's going to lead to a goal. Knights will still have possession here, about 15 yards in front of the midfield line. Play to the whistle, young man. Knights player throwing a hand up. He wanted a whistle from the referee, but didn't get one. Found himself out of position afterwards. Here come the Knights, and a nice move there from the new goalkeeper. That is, now we're seeing his number. That is number 99, Zavian Dora, excuse me. Made a nice move. Addressed the danger. Got off of his line. Made the save. Here come the Raptors. Good opportunity, but Hoffman makes the last-second tackle. I'm talking about earlier. That's what I was talking about earlier. Hoffman is always in the right position. Long throw. Hoffman up into the air. Gets it off his head. But it didn't go the direction he wanted to. I'm sure he wanted to put that for a throw-in. Instead, it's a corner kick. Third of the game for the Raptors, and a great chance. This one near sideline. Taking it is Kenny Fuentes. Kenny, hand up. Ball's in the air. Not a great corner. More white jerseys there. Cooper comes off his line. Oh, we mistimes that one a little bit. He wanted to catch that one in the air, but it came up on him, I think, a little quicker than he was expecting. Had to catch it off the hop. Could have been dangerous. Still made the save, though. This is going to turn into a physical game the longer this goes scoreless. These are two very good defensive teams and two very physical teams, naturally. So the longer this thing goes scoreless, you're going to see some more chippy play. Good move, split the defender, shot on goal, saved by Cooper. What a tremendous offensive move there. Had two defenders in front of him, did Daniel Tassani. Daniel made the move, split the defenders, got the shot off with the left foot, but a tremendous save by Kyle Cooper. Here come the Raptors. Momentum on their side now after that great offensive outburst. Almost 30 minutes left to play. Once again, the Knights looking for calls. Play to the whistle. You go asking for calls, a lot of times you'll find yourself out of position defensively, and that's what Oscar Cruz Osorio found right there. Here's an opportunity. This one 15 yards in front of the midfield line. So this isn't a goal-scoring area, but you put this one in the middle of the box, give your teammates a chance. They play the far side of the box instead. Nothing but white jerseys over there to get ahead on it. They'll take over possession. Missed opportunity there from the Raptors for sure. You get freebies like that, you want to take advantage of them, at least make them sweat a little bit. Raptors take over possession as that Knights offensive possession ended quick and fast. This one, maybe a little different. Isaiah Price. Raptors were calling for offsides. He wasn't. I think maybe he thought he was offsides as well, or maybe just realized that he didn't have a chance to get to that one. Regardless, not his greatest effort. Big boot away. Man, that was 15 yards past the midfield line there. Right to a Raptors player who turns and starts moving up the sidelines, but Knights player is able to deflect it out of bounds, and now under 30 minutes left to play in the first half. We're still looking for our first goal of the game. Not for lack of trying, though, particularly on the Raptors side. Remember, fans, just about 5 minutes ago, the Raptors had a tremendous shot on goal that was saved by Kyle Cooper. Here's another chance. Raptors now 20 yards in front of the midfield line. Another bad kick there. Back-to-back free kicks that have been executed. Not so great. A little bit of a mow down there. Michael Lake takes out the Knights player, and a bad pass sniffed out and intercepted. But, man, the Knights got really lucky there. The Knights, the turnover in their own zone. And if Fuentes wouldn't have fell down, he may have had a one-on-one breakaway as the pass was headed towards him, but he just lost his footing and slipped. Hoffman with the flick. Out. One-touch shot is wide of the net. Those are dangerous plays there. Hoffman, good job to flick it out of the box, but he flicked it right over onto the foot of a Raptors player who almost buried it into the back of the net. So now under 30 minutes to play. The Knights take over possession. It seems like it's been a few minutes since they've had offensive possession. It'll remain that way as they give it right to the Raptors. And the Raptors are really forcing the issue. They're starting to find their offensive footing in here in this game. And the way things are going, maybe just a few minutes away from the Raptors getting their first goal of the game. Raptors play that into the box, but it goes out of bounds. Goal kick for the Knights. Sky is now black as the sun is gone for the day and the lights are on here in the Coliseum. Here comes Cooper. Over the back there. Could have went either way, honestly. I thought Daniel just out-jumped him. I didn't see the hands on the back. Of course, the man with the zebra stripes and the whistle, he's got better position than me, and he's the one in charge, so what he says goes. There is an attempted through ball that got intercepted by the defensive line of the Raptors. And here's a great transition opportunity for the Raptors. They've got numbers and space. Well, maybe not numbers, but they do have space. Good job of the defense getting back into position, and the one-man show finally comes to an end there. That is the man you want putting on the one-man show if you are a Raptors fan. Ioannis Benmorno is the leading goal scorer for the team. Got a chance to get his first goal of the game. He won't, as it's deflected by a Knights defender. The offense is very much alive here for the Raptors in this one. Cooper comes off his line and makes the easy save. And is now, we approach the 25-minute mark. 20 minutes into this first half. Raptors offense is on the hunt for their first goal. Momentum safely on the shoulders of the Raptors here. Played up, and Adam, far sideline shot will split the uprights. Count for 3 on Sunday, but nothing here this afternoon, or this evening, excuse me. If the Knights want to see their 3-game winning streak turn to 4, they need to find a way to get into this one offensively. Excuse me, that one did not split the uprights. Instead, it went out of bounds for the throw-in. Did a mighty curve job there. Here come the Raptors. Transition opportunity. Stopped out again by the Knights. Knights defense brought their A game, but they've been on their heels for the last 10 minutes. How much longer can they keep this up? Played in the box. Here's a chance. And what's the call? Goes. That's going to be a yellow card. No yellow card right now, just a warning. Kind of play like that, though, that'll get you a seat on the bench. Put it nicely. Good job of the ref, by the ref, giving him the benefit of the doubt, though. Always like to see that. Long play up. There's a Knights player there. Crawford. The Knights, I don't know if they're going to be able to save that one from going out of bounds. Wow, somehow they do. They'll keep possession. Wow, great effort there from the Knights. I thought that one was over. Possession will continue. Not for long, though, as the Raptors take over. And now they're trying to go in the transition. They'll slow things down, though. Right idea. Tanny was right there. Excuse me, that's not Tanny. That is number 5, Henry Ortiz. Or, excuse me, it's not even Henry Ortiz. Number 6, Jordan Fields. That number was folded. Couldn't see the back of the jersey, but under 25 minutes left to play here in the first half. It remains scoreless. It remains very competitive. These two teams brought their A game and came to play, and the way things are going right now, it looks like first team who draws first blood may be the team walking away with the victory. Fields couldn't catch that one cleanly. Got tripped up. Bailout foul there for sure by the Raptors. Not one I'm sure they intended to commit. Feet probably just got tangled up, but here comes Hoffman. Chance. Oh, no, Hoffman's going to run up. He's going to let Fields take this. And there is a big-time communication breakdown. Fields thought Hoffman was headed up the sidelines, and he wasn't. not only is it a turnover, but Hoffman, one of the Knights' best defenders, finds himself out of position now. Luckily for him, Logan Funk was there, sends it out of bounds, gives Hoffman a chance to get back into position, set up defensively. Raptors, big group substitution in here. 3 players coming into the game. Feel the tension out here. Fans in attendance. I'm sure the players as well know that this is going to be a very competitive game. And it's also going to be a game where the team that strikes first, it's going to do so much for their momentum that you may see them go on a quick 2-3 goal run. You know, so many times in a competitive game like this, the first goal, it's not the only goal. It just happens to be the goal that breaks the camel's back. It's the straw that breaks the camel's back. Knights sniff out that bad pass. Going on transition now. Fields gets it up to Crawford. Crawford, can he chase it down? He's got a chance. And Crawford won't get anything there, as that was a tremendous defensive effort there by the Raptors, coming in out of nowhere with the slide tackle to save the day. Knights take over, corner kick. Good job getting that corner kick away from the goal. Did have one white jersey there. It wasn't the best effort with the corner. Sometimes, though, when it's that close to the goal, it takes a bad bounce off somebody and finds its way into the back of the net. This effort, also not so great, but it's still bouncing around, so how bad is it? Finally deflected out of the box, and here come the Raptors with a chance to go in transition. But Hoffman with a tremendous slide tackle, and the defensive effort is just amazing here in this game. Fuentes, speaking of amazing, nice little spin move to get away from his defender. And these two teams brought their A game here into the Coliseum this evening. Under 20 minutes left to play in the first half. Will we see a first half goal, or will we be scoreless in the second half? Nothing but purple jerseys there. Is that punt? Didn't find its target for sure. Hoffman is the white jersey there, and he'll do a good job of shielding the Raptors player from getting to the ball, clearing it out of bounds. Raptors, great opportunity from that for them. And the eye is way too big there. Number 23 for the Raptors. Edwin Ramirez puts his hand in the air as to say, my bad. Now just over 15 minutes, to play here in this first half. Something tells me it's going to be an exciting 15 minutes. Hoffman didn't realize he had a player right behind him. He turns it over. Here come the Raptors. Shot with the left foot I thought was coming, but Hoffman made the good effort with the tackle. That's why you see why he's one of the top players on this team. Hoffman, not only did he make the tackle there, it really was his fault that the team was in that position in the first place. He's the one who turned it over. But he put his head down and made sure he made up for it there. Oh, a steal at the midfield line from the Raptors. The Knights can't catch a break here in this game offensively. Here's a chance. The tackle cuts off the angle, but the Raptors still have the ball. Knights finally clear it, but the Raptors will still have possession. Throw in, far sideline, deep in their offensive zone. The effort defensively for the Knights has been stellar. But man, they have spent the last 20 to 25 minutes of this game on their heels. Not a good sign for Coach Fiedler. Not the greatest effort there. So that'll go down as another missed opportunity. Raptors have had a lot more missed opportunities than the Knights. Some may look at that as a bad thing, but I say it's the opposite. The opportunities are there for the Raptors. The opportunities for the Knights, just not there. Right there, big example of why. Control of the ball. It's been going the Raptors' way all day, and man, the Knights got a little lucky there. Not out of the danger zone just yet, though. Swing and a miss, second time, puts it in the back of the net, but that won't count. Clock continues to run, and man, the Knights got lucky there. Not only did they get lucky that that one didn't count, but they got lucky that the Raptors weren't in the best of position on that initial cross. Raptors find themselves in better position. That's our first goal of the game. Knights got to get this ball into their offensive zone. They get it into their offensive zone, but not with control. Hoffman goes for the long pass to Crawford. Had it intercepted. Crawford made one guy miss, tried to make the second. Crawford tied with Isaiah Price for the lead in goals on this team. I was kind of surprised to see his name not in the starting lineup here this afternoon. Maybe Coach Fiedler looking for a little bit of a spark coming off the bench. Fields wants to redeem himself for his bad missed kick earlier. He puts this one in the middle. I saw Fields score on a tremendous corner kick earlier this season, so he is the kind of guy you want taking those kicks. But that one, once again, not his best effort. A little bit too much spin on the ball as you saw that one spinning away from the middle of the box. Here's Crawford, great chance, but he misplays it on the first touch. Man, Crawford, if the Knights aren't victorious in this one, Crawford will be thinking about that one later today. Logan Funk, Mortal Kombat move there to kick that one out of the air. We're approaching the final 10 minutes of play. Funk almost got beat off the dribble, but you see there that big body coming into play. 6'2", sophomore out of Dundalk, Maryland. Even when he's out of position, a couple steps, finds himself right back into position, excuse me. Clock continues to run. Substitution coming into the game for both teams. One player each. Interesting. I haven't seen Isaiah Price out there in the field much here in this first half. He had a big-time missed kick earlier that was a big-time missed opportunity for the Knights. Nehemiah Crawford came into the game shortly after that, and Mr. Price has been on the sideline with his coaching staff and fellow teammates. I'm sure that'll change in the second half. Can't keep him on the bench all game long. Price, such a dynamic player for this Knights team. We have just over 10 minutes to play. Here's Crawford. Puts it into the box, and it's saved easily. I think Crawford thought Fields was a little bit more in the middle of the field than he actually was. Also probably realizing he just needed to make a play, as he was run out of real estate and time. Fields makes the play, steals it away. Fields would have had to have been a superhero to catch up to that one. This very physical and competitive first half is going to come to a close very shortly. As we are just 10 minutes and some change away from the halftime whistle. I'd love to be a fly on the wall for both of these halftime speeches that these two teams are going to hear. Wonder what the offensive just what the strategy in general is going to be for these two teams. The Raptors, offensively, I can't imagine they want to change very many things outside of just finish. The Knights, they've got to make some changes offensively and defensively. They have not had very many offensive opportunities in this game. And right there, once again, you see an offensive opportunity slip through the fingers of the Knights. Another thing I'm sure Coach Fiedler is going to be preaching at halftime for his team is control. The Knights have really struggled controlling the ball here in this game. A lot of sloppy turnovers, whether it's been throw-ins, free kicks, or goal kicks, or just bad passes. The Knights have just had a hard time controlling possession of the ball. Luckily for them, it hasn't come back to hurt them yet, as they're still very much in this game at 0-0. Out of bounds once again. Raptors working the ball up the sidelines with the throw-in. Played into the middle. Try to get a teammate over there, but no purple jerseys. Instead, Fields plays it up towards the middle. Crawford had been there usually. Instead, he was further towards the near sideline. So missed opportunity there for the Knights. As we're now under 9 minutes to play in the first half. Knights, gotta say, starting to maybe come alive here a little bit offensively. A few more chances than we saw earlier in the first half for sure. Here's Fields, speaking of chances, he wants to play this in the middle. He had a teammate over there. But the purple jersey was the first one into the air. He's the first one to make the play. And woo, speaking of plays, beautiful play at the midfield. Get past the Knights defender. Here come the Raptors. Shot! What a save by Cooper! He went low, full extension, and Kyle Cooper was there to make the save. Raptors with a chance. Corner kick, short kick. Left-footed shot, no good. Hoffman clears it initially. Here come the Knights. They've got space. They don't have numbers, but Crawford is there. Crawford, he's going to turn and shoot and score! Nehemiah Crawford breaks the tie. And with under 10 minutes to play, the Knights finally strike first. What an exciting first half this has been, and a first half where the Knights didn't have very many offensive opportunities to their name, but you saw there the quick strike offense in transition. Crawford streaking up the far sideline, catches it cleanly, and buries it into the back of the net for his 7th goal of the season. First this afternoon. Nehemiah Crawford, the man, sophomore, 6 foot, out of Palmdale, California, and another goal for the Knights this time, Isaiah Price. Did I call it or did I call it? I said it about 10 minutes ago. The first goal we're going to see in this game is not going to be the last. It's just going to be the one that opens the floodgates. And right there, I was proven right as Isaiah Price, the quick strike goal. The Knights, after not having any opportunities really in this first half in the last 10 minutes. Strike for 2 quick goals. Man, this offense has finally found their footing.
Two goals scored by Essex. The first by number 16, Nehemiah Crawford. Assisted by number 8, Jonathan Gonzalez. Time of the goal, 37 minutes, 15 seconds. The second goal, scored by number 19, Isaiah Price. Assisted by number 12, Jesus Hernandez Sanchez. Time of the goal, 37 minutes, 24 seconds.
It's funny, we talked about earlier in this game, those two players, Nehemiah Crawford and Isaiah Price, came into this game tied for the lead in goals at 6. Nehemiah Crawford quickly took the lead at 7, and then Isaiah Price answered back, 30 seconds later with his 7th goal of the game. Anything you can do, I can do better. He wasn't going to let Crawford get the lead on him for long. A 2-goal lead for the Knights is looking real pretty on that scoreboard. Particularly if you were a Knights fan. What a turn of events this late stage of this first half has been. This is a first half for the most part offensively was dominated by the Raptors. A lot of great opportunities. Kyle Cooper has made 2 tremendous saves in this first half. But the Knights get 1 opportunity. They crack this game wide open. That 1 opportunity led to another. And that's where we sit right now, 2-0. As Crawford has to do everything he can to hold on to it. Price got another chance. Oh, he just missed Isaiah Price. That would have been something special if Price would have got that to bounce in. Knights a chance to make it 3 unanswered goals if they could get something on the corner kick here. We are just over 5 minutes. We have just over 5 minutes left to play here in the first half. Man, if the Knights could go 3 unanswered goals to finish this first half, that would have to do a lot for the Raptors' confidence moving into halftime. Not a great corner there. Possession will remain with the Knights as the Raptors clear it out of bounds, but that was not a great effort on the corner kick. Crawford was there, but it didn't get to him. Great effort from the Raptors' defense. Speaking of great effort on defense, man, nice slide tackle. The Knights get the ball back for a moment. They do. Crawford, and he's offsides. And some of the Knights fans here in attendance not happy with that call, but Crawford was offsides, not by much. Maybe a single head on the hair. Hair on the head. I'll get that right eventually. Here's Price. Oh, Price was there. Maybe started his run in towards the middle a little bit too late. As Dora was able to make the save. Here come the Raptors trying to answer back with a goal in the late stages of this first half. Man, what would that do for their confidence if they could get a goal in this final 3 minutes? They've got the firepower to do so. Remember, this game easily could be 2-2 right now. 2 tremendous saves by Kyle Cooper. Kept it at 0-0. And 2 quick strike goals later, the Knights find themselves up 2-0. Logan Funk, big boot. Here's Crawford. He's going to chase this down, have a chance. And oh, Crawford, I know he had a defender right on his backside, but he may have benefited from just taking 1 extra second there and gather the ball. Regardless, that would have been a tough shot. didn't have much of an angle. And like I said, he had a defender right on his backside. And now you're seeing it. Nehemiah Crawford and Isaiah Price out there on the field at the same time. And this offense, all of a sudden, has got a lot more dangerous. 2 minutes and 30 seconds, all that separates these two teams from the halftime period. Another delay of game whistle there. This one going against Isaiah Price. He's going to get a stern talking to from the ref. This Raptors team, in no way are they out of this game. Oh, nice tackle right there at the midfield from Jonathan Gonzalez. Put a stop to the momentum that the Raptors were building up there, but then a head-on collision from Crawford gives possession right back to the Raptors. Another push. This one goes against the Knights. It's a great chance here for the Raptors. This is goal scoring area. Instead, they go for the quick kick, but the referee says move that ball a little bit further back. Now with under 90 seconds to play here in the first half, this could be the Raptors' final good chance of the first half. Man, what would have a much different second half if the Raptors could get a goal here. Rolls safely to Cooper. Good free kick there. Cooper did have to make an effort. Now under 50 seconds, to play. Knights force the issue, maybe get one more goal here. Here's Tierney up the far sideline. Great defensive effort there to make the slide tackle, and that will be all she wrote for the first half, as I'm sure the Raptors are just going to take their time here with the goal kick and take this 2-0 deficit into halftime. Raptors forcing the issue, but little too late. Not much time there. The score after the first 45, 2-0 in favor of the Knights. We'll be back after this short break. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here and ready for the final 45 minutes. Excuse me. Raptors will have more time than just 14 minutes to make their comeback effort a reality. Make their comeback hopes a reality, excuse me. They'll need a better effort than they had in the first half, but not much better than that, honestly. Their first half effort was really good. A couple really good shots on goal for them. 2 tremendous Kyle Cooper saves in that first half, kept the game scoreless. And then 2 really quick strike goals from the Knights. Busted this game open to 2-0. Could be 3-0 after this. And Isaiah Price tried to put the hammer down there with a big kick. A lot of mustard on that dog, but not a lot of accuracy. Defensive effort for the Knights was tremendous in that first half. A couple really big plays from Logan Funk and Trevor Hoffman that kept the game scoreless. Here's a great effort here from the Raptors. Early opportunity. Shot is nowhere near the goal. That'll be a goal kick. Early opportunity, though, for the Raptors there. That's got to be somewhat of a good sign, I guess. Here's an opportunity for the Knights if they can chase it down. One thing to think about and remember is that the Raptors are playing without their starting goalkeeper, Parker Sugars, who was hurt in the early stages of that first half. Had a leg injury on a collision with Isaiah Price. That is going to sideline him for the rest of this contest. Dangerous position here for the Raptors. Got to get this ball out of their defensive zone. Don't want to turn it over, give a free opportunity to the Knights. Doing a great job here. This is an opportunity. Cooper's going to come off his line, and he made the save with not a lot of time to spare there. That would have been a tough play for the Raptors to make, but don't want to give him an easy opportunity at goal scoring. Cooper came off the line, like I said, with not a lot of time to spare there. A little bit of a push there from behind. Number 16, Andre Raymond. Gentleman is out of Trinidad and Tobago. Knights, great opportunity for them. Isaiah Price, another missed shot by him. Isaiah Price easily could have a hat trick by now. He's had a couple really good opportunities at goal. That one was one of them. Big kick. Does find the head of a Raptors player. Who will control it? 50-50 ball initially won by the Raptors, and then it's stolen by the Knights, but the referee says illegally. Raptors take over, go for a quick kick, catch the Knights out of position. They do. Force them into a play where they had to commit the foul. This is a great opportunity at goal scoring here for the Raptors. They're going to get this free kick right on the outside of the box, far sideline. This is a great chance. You're not really thinking goal scoring on the first kick here. Probably thinking more put this into the box. Give a teammate a chance. This is an opportunity. Can they capitalize? Raptors. Great jump. Get ahead on that ball. But the accuracy just wasn't there. Missed opportunity. Rebound was nowhere close. So missed opportunity for the Raptors. And Kyle Cooper, he's an expert at wasting time there behind the ball, behind the in between the pipes when he's got the ball. So many times you see him just goat defenders to come get the ball. As soon as they get close enough, he just picks it up. Here's Isaiah Price. Chance. He's got a teammate in the middle. Shot. What a save! Whoa! And the offsides flag is up. That is a game-saving save right there from the Raptors. That easily could have been the third goal of the game, and honestly probably should have. The hesitation, much like when you're going for a steal in baseball, he who hesitates is the one who fails. Man, if the Knights somehow don't come away victorious in this one, that is a moment they'll be thinking about later tonight and tomorrow at practice. Raptors with possession. They win that tug of war on the far sideline. Hoffman working hard. Raptors working just a little bit harder, or maybe smarter. Raptors still with the chances. They'll still have possession. Switching fields. It's a good opportunity. They've got space. Raptors go for the switch. They got to get that cross a little bit more under control. And it's a tough spot to cross from there. You want to get that ball in the air, but you also don't want to have so much power behind it as well. It's that much harder to get ahead on it. Another missed opportunity for the Raptors. They can afford to miss a few more, but the longer this game goes scoreless, they can't afford to keep missing these chances. Missed chance again there from the Raptors as it goes out of bounds. Here's a nice offensive opportunity for the Raptors, but Logan Funk there to clear it away. Raptors keeping their foot on the pedal. Much of what we saw in the first half was kind of like the same of this. Early part of the first half, was dominated by the Raptors offensively. That's when we saw Kyle Cooper make those two tremendous saves. Wasn't until the late stages of that second half that the offense for the Knights came alive. Got those two quick strike goals. Raptors will maintain possession 10 yards in front of the midfield line. Good throw in. Possessed by the Raptors. Switching fields. And a great recovery defense there from the Knights. That was a chance at goal scoring for the Raptors, but just like that, in the blink of an eye, a Raptors player went from having the ball with no one around him to having the ball with two white jerseys. The Knights take over possession after the missed shot. More importantly, the missed opportunity. Knights will take over possession. Isaiah Price wants a foul call from the ref. He's not going to get it, and we have a Raptors player down on the ground holding his wrist. He's up and seems to be okay, though. I think both of those players, Isaiah Price and Andre Raymond, they both wanted foul calls. Neither of them got it. Raymond shows the nice sportsmanship, though. The physical play has definitely stepped up here in this second half. It's only going to continue to get more physical A nice flick there by Tierney, and there's a trip up from behind. Raptors player trying to plead the innocence, but the ref saw those feet get tangled up. No card, though. Knew it was accidental, but a call that had to be made. 10 minutes into this second half, score remains at 2-0 in favor of the Knights. Could be 3-0 after this. That goes right into the two-man wall. Somebody's going to have a bruise after that, but doesn't matter if you can get something going here on the transition. Slide tackle. Not a great effort as the Raptors still have possession, and they'll keep it after the trip there by the Knights. That came about 16 yards in front of the midfield line. So not necessarily goal-scoring area, but they'll take the opportunity. Raptors trying to press the issue, get it into number 10's, onto number 10's foot. A missed touch there on the pass by the Raptors forces them to start this offensive possession all over again. Playing it into the middle. Kyle Cooper's there. So is a Raptors player. Cooper's the one who comes away with it, though. Man, that was dangerous for a moment. Cooper usually times those runs off of the line perfectly. That time maybe waited a little bit too long. It almost came back to hurt him. That punt rolls safely into the other goalkeeper's hands on the other side of the field. Control. Something neither team has right now. Hot potato continues as finally the Raptors take it over. Play it back to the keeper. Well, we have a better showing here. Let's see. Not so much. Control still. Something these two teams struggling with here at this part of the game. That one bounces over Hoffman's head. Ed Hoffman fights to get back into position, clears it out of bounds, lets the midfielders get into position defensively. Here come the Raptors, trying to get something going. The offense not really there for the Raptors here. The defense has just been tremendous for the Knights. Defense has been tremendous for the Raptors as well, but the Knights defense doing everything they can to hold on to that 2-0 lead. Not only do they want to walk out of this game winners, but they want to walk out of this game with the clean sheet too. Left-footed shot by Fuentes splits the uprights. That'll count for 3 on Sunday, but nothing here this afternoon. And almost 15 minutes into the second half, score still remains at 2-0. Raptors offense has come alive here in the second half, and they're looking to get their first goal of the game, and a goal that would seriously shake up this contest. Cooper waited a long time before he got that ball underway. Something we're going to see from him, I'm sure. Every time he's got that ball in his hands or on a free kick or goal kick, he's going to take as much time off that clock as the referee's going to allow him to. Here come the Raptors, played into the middle. Nothing but white jerseys there. Can they clear it out? They do. And a nice defensive play at the midfield line by the Raptors gets them possession right back. How long, we'll see. Tremendous effort there by Oscar Cruz-Asario. Almost led to a goal-scoring opportunity for the Knights. Cruz-Asario, nice defensive play there from his midfield position. Here come the Raptors. Got to turn the Jets on. They've got space. Don't have numbers. Oh, Fuentes stopped running and found himself out of position once the pass got there. Now, granted, the pass was a little bit too far out in front, but you keep moving. Got a better chance of catching up to that. Is Benwano again. He's the one they want to get the ball. He's the leading goal scorer for this team. He's been held in check so far. Here comes Cruz Osorio. Up that far sideline. Can he get around the defender that's in front of him? He does not, but a goal kick. Wow, Cruz Osorio puts his hands up in the air. I think he thought that was going to be a corner. Instead, it's a goal kick. Now under 30 minutes to play. Time is not on the side of the Raptors right now. There's still a lot of time left to play, but the longer this game goes, the more you got to think chances are in the Knights' favor. Timeout taken because of the injured player for the Knights. Number 10, Hamza Guidre, was on the floor. He's up and walking around. Looks like he's going to stay in the game for now. I'm sure he'll take a rest shortly, as we have a Knights player looking like he's warming up right now. About 10 seconds was added onto the clock there. And whistle goes against the Raptors. Not the way they wanted it. The Raptors player was the one who found himself on his backside, but Knights take over possession. Nice long offensive possession would really help the Knights here. I mean, of course, a goal would be the best, but a nice long offensive possession where you control the ball for 8-9 minutes. A long way in keeping their winning streak alive. Here's Cooper coming off the line to make the save. Makes it with not a lot of time to spare, as they had a Raptors player. He had a Raptors player coming right in front of him. Raptors, nice defensive effort there at the midfield. Body language for them starting to set in, as it's not so great. They had so many opportunities here in this game, first half and in the early stages of this second half, but I'm sure the thought of, what do we have to do to break through is starting to creep in, and understandably so. So it looks like everything they do, the Knights have something up their sleeve to counter it. Raptors take over possession. Goal kick here. Guidre gets the head on it. Raptors with possession, though, near sideline. Ball will go out of bounds. Knights take over possession. Isaiah Price tried for the flick over to Crawford. I think he thought Crawford was a little bit closer than he actually was. Raptors take over possession. They don't have numbers, but they do have space. So take it himself, and maybe not the best idea, as the lane is closed off. Has to play it back to Fuentes. Now there's not a lot of space. Great recovery defense on display here from the Knights. Even Crawford chipping in from his forward position to make a nice defensive play. Here come the Raptors. Far sideline. Cooper got that one out of the box with the kick, and he's down. Looks like he injured himself there. Maybe a little bit of banging of the knees. That is not a sign you like to see if you're a Knights fan right now. Kyle Cooper is down, is in some pain. He's back up, though, hobbling around. Nope, back down onto one knee. Raptors make the save. Kyle Cooper's back onto his 2 feet just in the nick of time. That is played poorly. Out of bounds. Looking over at Cooper, it definitely was a knee problem. I don't know if his knee maybe hit the turf wrong or hit another player's knee or another part of their body, but regardless, Kyle Cooper's leg is, or his knee is obviously bothering him. Let's see if he can make it through the next 25 minutes, or will we see a goalie switch? They have a stoppage of the time. 25 minutes and 35 seconds. That is all that separates the Knights from moving their win streak from 3 to 4 games. And giving the Raptors only their 2nd loss of the season. The Raptors still a lot of time, and that's a late whistle on the out-of-bounds play. But that ball was out of bounds, and I saw the line judge on this side was waving that flag. The head judge just didn't see it right away. Still some time left for the Raptors, but they have got to strike quick. Don't leave that two-goal lead all towards the end. Goal kick will be given to the Raptors. Kyle Cooper is still staying in that game. Looks like he's going to try and tough it out for the rest of the game unless that knee injury gets any worse. He's a tough kid, watched a lot of hockey. Here's a chance for the Raptors. Give and go. That's a push from behind. No call, though. Wow, Logan Funk. He got away with one there. And a great slide tackle there from the Raptors. Ball up the far sideline. Here's Crawford. Price is coming too. Price is the one to get to the ball, but he can't control it. And Crawford can't steal it back, so that'll be the end of that offensive possession. Here come the Raptors. Quick transition. Will it work in their favor? Knights try and chase it down and do. What a tremendous defensive effort there from the Knights. From the Knights, good through ball. Crawford's there, but he's offsides. I'm not sure, actually, if Crawford was the one who was offsides. It may have been Price. Regardless, one of those gentlemen was offsides, and that's why possession will go back to the Raptors. Another great defensive effort. I don't know who that young man is off the top of my head. I'm going to look to see the back of the jersey, but man, that's 2 tremendous defensive plays by that young man. I believe maybe number 8, Jonathan Gonzalez. Still waiting to see the back of the jersey. Nope, excuse me, that's number 4, Walter Avila. No surprise, the sophomore. Avila, much like Trevor Hoffman, one of those players, not going to do a lot that's going to step up in the scorer's box. He's going to make a lot of plays that his coaching staff remembers. Here come the Raptors. Chance, get past one defender. But there was the second. Put a stop to it. 21 minutes and some change. Left in this one, and oh, that was a long shot that I think when Cooper first saw the shot going underway, he probably thought there's no way that one's going to get towards me. It was a little closer than he initially thought, though. Raptors take over possession. I still think we're going to see at least one Raptors goal in this game. Will it be a little too late? That's a bigger question. And oh, what a save by Cooper! And we finally see the goal! Cooper made the initial save, but no one was near to make the save the other time, to make the second save. So finally, the Raptors get one on the board. It's a cherry-pick goal, but they all count the same. We got a brand-new ball game, folks. Man, like clockwork, I just said I feel like the Raptors are going to get a goal, and then 20 seconds later they get a goal. I'm sure some Knights fans sitting at home saying, why'd you have to say that, idiot? Here comes Crawford and the Knights. Sense of urgency has to be upped up a little bit there.
Time of the goal, 68-59.
Here come the Raptors. Still a chance. That will be a handball. That one came in on the Raptors player, Fuentes, a lot faster than he thought it was going to be. There's a great opportunity. Crawford could finish. What a save! Wow, what a tremendous save to save this game and keep it at 2-1. Man, so many times I've said it here, whether it's soccer or lacrosse, you're playing goalkeeper at this level, so many times you get a shot, it's kill or be killed. And on that play, Xavier Dora decided he didn't want to be killed, and he saved this game. This easily could be 3-1 right now, but instead it's still 2-1, and Fuentes has a chance on the corner kick from the far sidelines to tie this game up with under 20 minutes left to play. Oh, man, that was very, very close and a very good opportunity for the Raptors there. It was a beautiful corner kick. 3 purple jerseys were there. One of them got a head on it, but couldn't accurately put it on goal. Missed opportunity there, but a very good opportunity regardless. Here are the Raptors once again, trying to keep the foot on the gas pedal, and there's a long shot. That wasn't really that close. And that's going to waste at least a minute off the clock as Kyle Cooper is going to take his time here on the goal kick. Here as we get into this late stages of this contest, control becomes even more important. Control after a goal kick like this is so important. You do not want to give a free opportunity to the Raptors, which is exactly what they do, as Fuentes was the only one near that ball. And here come the Raptors. They've got space, but a tremendous slide tackle, but they're not out of the woodwork just yet. The danger zone. The Knights are living in it right now. And the call will go against the Knights. This is a great opportunity. Oh, man. I just said it a minute ago, but the danger zone. The Knights, They're definitely living in it right now. Quick shot. No good. Another corner kick for the Raptors. The last one was really good. Let's see what we have here. This is the 6th corner of the game for the Raptors. 2-1 is the score. Just over 15 minutes left to play. You don't know how many more great opportunities you're going to get. You got to make good on one of them. Here are the Raptors, not so great on that corner. More white jerseys than purple there. One of them cleared it out of the box. Raptors still in this. Goes off the post. Man, was that close. Kyle Cooper going to have to give thanks to the post for making the save for him that time. Raptors. Body language so different from them after getting that first goal. Raptors know they've got time. Only need one more goal, but they've also got to know that how many more opportunities are you promised here in this game? Not many. Crawford's there, gets the head on it. Man, the Knights cannot clear this ball out of their zone, out of their own defensive zone. Finally, they take over possession, but they get possession because of a bad turnover by the Raptors, excuse me. And Trevor, don't call me Dustin Hoffman, will take over the throw, far sideline. And the shielding by the Knights, a little too good as it was illegal. Now with just over 15 minutes, Raptors take over possession. Opportunity for them to put this into the box. They've already got a cherry-pick goal to their name. Can they get another? That is a great free kick. And another great head ball by the Raptors. Man, that was a great opportunity. Almost was the second goal of the game for the Raptors. And the Raptors have had a few opportunities in this game where if they don't find themselves victorious in this one, or at least with a tie, they're going to be thinking about this one. Remember, Kyle Cooper had 2 just absolutely breathtaking saves in the first half that kept this game at 0-0 before the Knights unloaded those 2 goals. Now under 15 minutes to play. Raptors shot. What a goal! Oh, my goodness! Oh, my goodness! And he kisses the ground. And he doesn't have to give thanks to the ground. Just give thanks to all the practice you put in during the season, because that was a tremendous goal. And wow, this Raptors team, that is why they were 6-1 coming into this game. The offensive firepower, 2 unanswered goals, and I am obligated now by contract to say we have a brand new ball game.
Montgomery goal scored by number 33, so coming up time of the goal, 75 minutes, 43 seconds.
Sahur Kalutang, 2 unanswered goals for the Raptors. Man, oh man. What an exciting afternoon of soccer we've had. The Raptors women's team unloaded 7 goals on the Knights women's team. And now here the offense is exploding. We're 4 goals total, 2 from each team. Can we get one more? We won't get it on that one, that's for sure. Logan Funk nowhere near the goal there. I'm going to give it a few minutes before I bring it up, but you know what words are about to come out of my mouth. A dreaded OT. I don't want to see OT, though. I want to see someone get one more goal right before overtime. Let's finish this off right here. There is going to be a trip from behind. Man, the sense of urgency's got to be ramped up big time for both of these teams. Can only imagine what it's like out there on the field right now. If you're a Raptors player, you know that you're in the process of maybe stealing one. And if you're a Knights player, you know you're in the process of maybe blowing one. Good free kick in the box. Whoa, Randy Moss. High-pointed that and made the catch. Goalkeeper wanted a call, not going to get one. I think the legs just got tangled up, but man, what a tremendous save by him, high-pointing that ball. It's like a football player in the back of the end zone on a jump ball. The Knights player sends that one into the forest. Substitutions coming into the game, checking back in. Number 19, Isaiah Price. He's been a spark plug for this Knights team and easily could have 3 goals to his name. Only has 1, though. Let's see if he can get that second. That second goal could be the deciding goal for Isaiah. Man. It's a little bit of deja vu right here for the Knights. If you've been with us all season long, you remember the Knights had a game earlier this season where they took a 2-0 lead into halftime and then ended up being losers 3-2 in the game. Hopefully we're not in for more of that. Head ball up by the Raptors. Raptors got to clear this one out. They do. They're not out of the danger zone just yet. Couple white jerseys surrounding that ball. One of those white jerseys committed a penalty. And with just over 10 minutes left to play, we have a 2-2 ball game. And the Raptors have all the momentum. Raptors a chance. Long shot. Splits the uprights. Doesn't count for anything. This is the second time the Raptors gone for a long shot when wasn't 100% necessary. Open shot, take it. But there, I think a Raptors player had a little bit more space in front of him. Could have carried that, maybe a few more yards. Get a better opportunity at goal scoring. Under 10 minutes left to play here. You just don't know how many more opportunities you're going to get. How many more good opportunities, you're going to get. And that right there will be a missed touch there from the Knights. That gives a corner kick opportunity to the Raptors. A corner kick has been friend and foe for the Raptors. A couple times they've had a good one, a couple good ones. They've also had a couple bad ones as well. Chalk that one up or toss that one in with the bad ones. They still have possession, though, this near sideline. They're going to switch fields. They've got someone over there, but Hoffman's over there as well for the Knights. Here come the Raptors, and that's going to be a trip in the box. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Are we going to have a penalty kick here? We are. A penalty kick. Biggest moment of the game right now. Let's see which one of these players has got the nerves. Benwano with the chance to get his first goal of the game, his 11th on the season, and Kyle Cooper a chance to prove that he's one of the top goalkeepers in the conference if he can make a save like this. Kyle Cooper, the pressure is on. Shot, goal for the Raptors. Kyle Cooper guessed right, went low and into the corner. But a tremendous goal by the Raptors. And with under 10 minutes to play, it's deja vu all over again. The Knights, maybe possibly for the second time this year, will take a 2-0 lead into halftime and not be winners. It's going to be a couple extra sprints tomorrow at practice. Man, you feel for, this game's not over. I don't want to say it's over by any means. Still plenty of time for the Knights to answer back, get another goal. But if they don't get that goal, man, Isaiah Price is going to have a lot of thinking to do later in this game. He had a couple opportunities that he missed that could have put this game away. He had a couple opportunities in the first half that could have got his team in the lead a little sooner as well. But I'm thinking more of those two missed opportunities he had in the second half. Regardless, I'm not trying to beat him up, though, because the Knights wouldn't be in this position if it wasn't for Mr. Price, as he had the goal for the Knights as well. That put him up 2-0. But when you lose the game, you think about the missed opportunities a lot more than the opportunities you were able to capitalize on. And this Raptors team, great display of how important possession of the ball is. The team that has possessed the ball the most is the team that's in the lead right now. And that is usually how it goes. Team that can limit the turnovers is going to be the team that wins the game more times than not in any team sport. Here's a through ball. Cooper comes off the line, makes the save. Cooper did not have a lot of time to spare when he made that initial save. And the Knights, time is not on their side. Kyle Cooper cannot take his time here with the goal kick this time around, as there is just 7 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game. Very, very close to watching the Knights' 3-game winning streak end at 3 games. Logan Funk somehow let that Raptors player get around him. He tried to stick that big leg out towards the end, make up for it, but no, instead he gets the yellow card and gives a free opportunity to the Raptors. Man, that was a missed opportunity for Logan Funk. He's got the big body and he's got the experience. You think he would have been able to shield the Raptors player from getting to that ball, but all effort there from the Raptors. And that's a big reason why they find themselves up in this 3-2, even after trailing to start the second half 2-0. Excuse me. Don't have a cough button. We're not that fancy here. Ball's played in the middle. Great corner. Great cross. 2 Raptors players were there. Each of them had a chance to get ahead on the ball and maybe put the dagger into the Knights. The Knights defense able to keep him alive here. The Knights need to strike fast. Knights can't hold on to possession. Once again, they turn it over near the midfield line. It's more of the same here for the Knights. And that's a nice play from Avila to play it back to his keeper with the head. Allow Cooper to get a chance to pick it up. We have exactly 6 minutes left to play here in this game. Substitution coming into the game for the Raptors, and the Raptors have possession here. They can take as much time as they want. They're the kind of team that can do that. I mean, like I said before, they're the team that's been able to possess the ball for long periods of time. Here's a great opportunity from Crawford. He gets held up. The ref says Crawford was the one doing the pushing. Wow, Crawford not happy about that call. And I'm sure there's some Knights fans, players and coaches, who aren't happy either. Raptors, far sideline with possession of the ball. Good defensive play at the midfield line by the Knights. They steal it. They got space. The ball is way too far out in front of Isaiah Price and Nehemiah Crawford. And with under 5 minutes to play, the Knights may have watched their final real good opportunity slip through their fingers. Mistakes have really hurt the Knights in this game. Not just turnovers, it's the costly penalties as well. Remember, that third goal for the Raptors was a penalty kick goal. Long play up. Here's Price. He's there. But so is the goalkeeper for the Raptors. And I got to give a lot of credit to the Raptors goalkeeper, Zavayan Dora, who's going to be looking like he gets the W here this afternoon. Remember, Dora was not the starting goalkeeper for the Raptors. The starting goalkeeper was Parker Sugars. He went out with a leg injury at a time where it was 0-0 in the game. Dora quickly gave up 2 goals and went into halftime with a 2-goal deficit. And never gave up. He made a couple tremendous saves in the game that kept it at 2-0. Eventually, he watched his team take a 3-2 lead. And he very well may be the hero in this game if the Raptors come away victorious. At least the hero in his coaching staff's eyes. They know how hard it is to come in, play goalie like that cold off the bench. Give up 2 quick goals. A lot of times that'll destroy a goalie's confidence, particularly a goalie who's used to being a backup goalie. But confidence never was shaken for Dora. Here come the Raptors. Chance to put the nail in the coffin. And they do. The nutmeg goal all but finishes this one for the Raptors. And Johannes Wenwayo goes over and celebrates with his teammates on the bench again. And this one is one the Knights will be thinking about as this season goes on. A missed opportunity from them for sure. As now with just 2 minutes and 43 seconds, it looks all but certain. It looks pretty much certain that the Raptors are going to be walking away victorious. The Raptors with the W here this afternoon will be improving to 7-1 on the season. And they will be getting their second straight victory here this afternoon. The Knights, on the other hand, their winning streak looks like it's going to come to an end at 3. Knights still trying here in the late stages of this contest. Knights will be back in action this Friday against Harford Community College. That one's at Harford. Their next home game will be Friday, September 28th against Cecil College. I'll be on the call for that one, so not going to want to miss that. Under 2 minutes to play here. And this has been a game that head coach Joe Fiedler would like to forget. And again, maybe not. A very coachable moment for his team here this afternoon. They had a game well within their grasp. And they let it slip through their fingers. No other way to put it, really. As the great Robert De Niro said in the movie Copland, you had a chance and you blew it. As we are now under a minute left to play in this contest, and the Raptors be walking out of this one 7-1 on the season. This is a Raptors team that's going to be very tough to deal with all season long. Going to be very tough to deal with coming into tournament time. I mean, they proved in today's game that they've got the offensive firepower to be and hang with pretty much any team in this conference or at this level. And this next play here will probably be all she wrote, as the Raptors will take over possession. 15 seconds left on the clock, and they'll probably boot it to the other side of the field and start their victory parade. As the claps from the visiting sidelines start to come in, and what a tremendous game here from the Montgomery College Riverhawks. It's a game where they were down 2-0 at halftime, but at the end of the game, they are 4-2 winners. Like I said, our next game will be Friday, September 8th, when Cecil College comes into town. I'm Aaron Thomas in the broadcast booth again. Once again, thank you for joining us this afternoon and all season long. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.